Hi everybody, this is Miss David, your school social worker at McColl Elementary Middle School, coming to you today with another social skills lesson. Today we are going to be talking about chatting safely online, okay? And to get into that discussion, we're going to answer this essential question, and that is, how do you chat safely with people you meet online? So today we are going to be learning about how well you talk to the people that you meet online, knowing what is safe to share with those different type of people that you meet online, and knowing the red flags and how to respond to them if you ever feel uneasy when talking to them, okay? So here is a video. It is from Teen Voices, and the title is Who You're Talking to Online, okay? And I'm having some connection issues today, guys, so what I would like for you to do is to watch the video. I'm going to leave the link down in the description box on my YouTube channel. All you have to do is click it, watch the video, and answer these questions, okay? What are some of the benefits and risks of talking to the people that you meet online that you don't know face to face? And another question is, I want you to think about one comment that you saw in the video that you agree with, and I want you to tell me why. And you can leave that down in your Google Chat classrooms. You can reach me on Google Chat, MEMS social worker, and I'm there. You can respond to me, and we can talk about the video, okay? So let's go to our next slide. So we're going to do a quick worksheet. Our directions are, we are going to think about people that we interact with online through our devices and different apps, and we're going to write them into a table, okay? So let's go to my worksheet. Okay, here it is. Let me adjust my screen. Let's go up. So guys, our directions are to think about who you interact with online and using devices and apps and write them into a table, okay? So, for example, we have our best friend, and we've known her. Here's my kitty. She's climbing all over me. Okay, we have our best friend. We've known her since the 3rd grade, and we were on the same track team, okay? And we interact. We text each other all the time when we FaceTime each other on our cell phones, right? Another example is Smoosh Fan 35. We comment on our videos on Smoosh, and we message each other through YouTube in the comments, and sometimes we chat on Messenger, right? So we're not as close with Smoosh. Okay, we have Brittany. So Brittany and I were friends from college, and I know her for a long time. Hi, Brittany. And we talk about the happy and sad moments in life, okay? Cell phone, Facebook Messenger, Snapchat, and sometimes we comment on each other's posts, okay? Another person that I talk to online, Tall Girl 56. We met at a birthday party, and she is super fun. Hey, girl. And I know her through Facebook and also from the party, so in person. Runner Life 12. I don't know Runner Life 12 very much, so let me put here, I don't know them in real life. Okay, so I've never seen them face to face, but they post really inspirational posts about running and how to have a healthier lifestyle. So I love following them, and I follow them on Instagram. Okay, so let's go back to our PowerPoint. I want you guys to think about people that you know in your life, how you talk to them, how you know them, how long you know them, where you know them from, that sort of thing. And fill out the worksheet, okay? So here's just a simple spreadsheet that we could have filled out if we were live, for you to say how well you know someone. And let's write down a couple of things we could think about. See my kitty, y'all? Okay, let's see. So here's some things that we can think about when we're considering how well we know someone. Okay, we can think about where we know them from, right? Where we know them from. How long have we known them? How well have we known them? What else? You can think about, do my parents know this person? Oh, let me go back. Know this. Right there. Do my parents know this person? What sort of things do we talk about? Okay? Alright, so you can think about some of these things when you're trying to consider if you know a person well or not, okay? Alright. She wants some attention today. Okay. So, something that we're going to talk about is just that risky feeling. And that is when you have like a uneasy feeling in your stomach whenever you're talking to someone online. They might make a comment to you that you don't necessarily think is appropriate, or something that makes you go, huh? Or what? And it gives you that kind of like risky feeling. So if your mom or dad saw that comment, how would they feel about that? Like, would they think that that is something that a friend should say to you or not? Okay. So let's keep going. Private information. That is information about you that you use to identify yourself, and it's unique to you, like your name, maybe like your date of birth, where you stay, the people who stay in your house, your social security number, like that sort of thing. Your private information, you don't want to share that with people who, with people that you don't know well, people that you don't know in real life. The only people who should know your private information are like your close family members or your close friends, right? Okay. So, we are going to take a look at Sarah's chat. And we're going to underline the way that Sarah knows each person. And we're going to highlight what Sarah... And we're going to highlight what Sarah shares with each of these people, okay? So let's go to the worksheet really closely, okay? Really quickly. Excuse me. So the directions say, read Sarah's chats and underline the way that Sarah came into contact with each person. Then highlight the information that she shares with them. Then identify the red flag feelings that she might be getting when she's talking to each person, okay? So, in scenario 1, Sarah's soccer coach connected her with Azil, a player he coaches from a nearby town. So that's how she knows him. Sarah and Azil both play goalie and have common interests, like playing in a band, and they have been chatting off and on for about a month through a social media app. They talk about games and problems they're having at school. They have shared when and where they will be playing soccer. They have also told each other their team names, logos, and favorite soccer fields in the area. So this might be her quickie feeling. So last week, Azil sent her some memes of soccer players that included some bad language and inappropriate images, pictures. Azil mentioned that she should probably make sure her parents didn't see it. Okay? So she got a uneasy feeling because she know that's something that her parents would not approve of. Okay, guys? So let's do one more. Scenario 2. Sarah loves taking pictures and posting them to Instagram. A few months ago, she noticed Alex East-West 13 liked several of her photos and commented, "You are so talented." Sarah was flattered. Okay. Sarah was flattered when she received a private message from Alice asking if she was a professional photographer or if she would like to be one day. Sarah responded that it was her dream to become one when she grows up. Now they talk a lot through private messenger. Sarah also posts comments on his photos, which are random objects in nature. So Last week, Alex asked Sarah if she would like to post more selfies, and he said that, "I think you're beautiful." Alex also messaged her a cell phone number so she could send more personal photos to him. And he included, he said, "Just don't tell anyone I gave you this." So that's kind of like a risky feeling, right? And borderline sharing private information. Alex is asking her for pictures, personal pictures. He also gave her his cell phone number, and he's saying that she's beautiful. Now, Sarah may be a beautiful girl, but however, she doesn't know if Alex is who he says he is. And also, we should never give our private information or contact anyone that we don't know in real life. Would our parents approve or disapprove of that? Okay? So whenever you guys are talking to people online, always use your gut feeling, whatever your gut is telling you about something. All right. So inappropriate, we just talked about that. That's whenever something is not acceptable in that situation or in that circumstance, right? And it's just not okay in general, right? So what's something that's inappropriate? Like for example, in Sarah's chat, when Alex was asking her for personal pictures, that can be considered inappropriate, right, guys? It's just not okay. And it gave Sarah that red flag feeling. And that's whenever something happens on digital media that makes you feel uncomfortable, worried, sad, or just anxious. It just gives you a queasy feeling, right? So here are some things you can do to recognize your red flag feelings, or what you should do whenever you're in that moment. You can slow down, pause, and remember this acronym. It is FIRE. F-I-R-E. F stands for feel. You want to take the pulse of your emotions. So how are you feeling? Are you sad? Are you angry? Are you jealous? Do you feel excluded or not included? Do you feel uncomfortable? And do you feel uncomfortable? And next, you want to identify. You want to think about what caused you to have these feelings. What happened? Did somebody say or do something to you that you weren't comfortable with? You should also reflect. You should think about your possible responses. Like, what are some of the things that you can say to this person once they make you feel uncomfortable, sad, anxious, or jealous, excited, or whatever emotion that you're feeling. You should think about the benefits of your response and the consequences of your response, right? And then lastly, you should enact. Those are the steps that you should take, how you should move forward and handle the situation. And we should always try to do that in the most positive and productive way possible for you and the other person included, okay? So ways that you can respond. You can just change the subject. You can make a joke. You can say, I don't want to talk about this today. You can log off of your computer or your app or your phone, tablet, or you can just quit. You can unfriend the person. You can block them, or you can just create a new account. You can, our apps have something really cool these days. You can report the user. That way they won't be able to contact you anymore. Okay? So you should never plan a face-to-face meeting with people that you don't know in real life unless you have a parent or a guardian or a trusted adult with you when you're doing this meeting. And you should always ask for the trusted adult's advice in your life before you meet with them if you're unsure if a person could make you feel uncomfortable in any given situation. So if the person that you're being asked to meet up with is a stranger and you don't know them, that's a situation where you could possibly feel unsure. You really would like to meet up with this person, but you're kind of getting that risky feeling. Then you should ask an adult to come along with you, or just say, "Hey, what do you think about this?" Okay? It's always good to bounce ideas off of other people. So to wrap up, I want you guys to think about what you learned today about your online friendships. And if you could give Sarah one piece of advice in talking to people online, what would that be? Okay? And and that is it, guys. That is all I have for you today. I want you to know the power of your words and your actions. This is Miss Debbie, your school social worker. Wishing you guys to stay safe and well. #345. I love you. I care about you. And I am here for you. Oh my gosh. Y'all have a good day, okay? Bye bye.